Hey, it's a local spotlight show here at WJBM Studios in Jerseyville, Illinois, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Chris Lorton. I'm your host. And with me, my guest today, Will Strang. Welcome, Will.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Yeah. And Will, you are the Director of Tourism and Community Development here in Jerseyville, Illinois.
Yes, I am. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this job?
I started about 2.5 years ago with the city, and have really been kind of diving in and enjoying it ever since. So.
Yeah. And you're married with?
My wife is Marcy Strang, previously Marcy McIntyre. We have 3 kids, a 15-year-old, soon-to-be sophomore now, a soon-to-be freshman, and a soon-to-be 7th grader. So now that we're into summer, they're all excited and enjoying the start to the summer months now. So
now, do you live in town or close by?
Yep. We live in town, kind of right in the center of town. It's nice to be able to. The kids can ride their bikes around town. They can get everywhere they need. Walk to Dairyland on a daily basis if they want to. So we're enjoying that.
Now, of course, you grew up here in Jerseyville.
I did.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. And but you did go to school in. You went to grade school here, but high school?
I went to grade school here at St. Francis Holy Ghost, and then went to high school in St. Louis. Mm-hmm. And then from there, moved to Kansas City for several years, and then moved back and ran Piasaw Winery and Pub in Grafton for a number of years. And then ended up going to Southern Illinois, Carbondale, to get my degree. And then kind of came back and ran the pub for a little while down in Grafton. Uh-huh. And then when Marcy and I got married, we were here for a few years, and then we moved to Bloomington, Illinois, and raised the kids there for several years, and moved back right around beginning of 2019. So
what were you doing in Bloomington?
So in Bloomington, I was working for a wine distributor out of Chicago. Was selling wine across the central part of the state and kind of making trips back and forth to Chicago. And
a lot of traveling.
It was a lot of traveling. It was a lot of fun, but it was when we decided to move back, it was kind of nice to look for an opportunity to kind of change and see what other opportunities were out there. So
with your job here with the city. Mm-hmm. Are you enjoying that job?
I am, very much, yeah. It's nice to be trying to bring business to the community and doing what I can to help Jerseyville grow and maintain that, small town feel that it is, just with, more economic development for people. So,
okay. Well, one event we have actually have coming up through the summer, this is going to air after the fact, mm-hmm. but Rock the Block.
Sure.
So did you get Rock the Block started? Was that your idea?
It was not my idea, but I came in, I would say on the second year of it. And it was started several years ago before I started with the city, but it is the annual music series that takes place every summer here in town. We get artists kind of from all over that play at several venues around, or not venues, but city public spaces around the community. And those artists, this year we have Jake Maurer on May 29th. I know you mentioned this will come out after that, but then we do have 3 more artists coming up, July, August, and September. So
who we got in July?
So in July, on July 4th, actually, Saturday, July 4th, we have Maddie Shell. She's another local favorite. She's from here in town and a phenomenal country artist. She's got an album out that she recorded last year in Nashville, and love having her back every opportunity that we can. And then in August, we have, on August 14th, we have the Yacht Rockers.
Yeah, now the Yacht Rockers. Mm-hmm. I've heard of those guys. Never heard them play, but sure. I have heard them. What's the story on the Yacht Rockers?
So the Yacht Rockers, they're a St. Louis-based cover band. They do a lot of 70s and 80s, kind of Steely Dan, Hall & Oates, kind of that, what you think of when you hear the term yacht rock. And they are a lot of fun. They played the loading dock on occasion. They do, different outside fairs in the kind of southern Illinois and St. Louis metro region. And we've never had them to town, so I'm really excited to have them up here and play for the community. That's going to be on August 14th. So.
And then you got one more.
One more. In September, we have Porch Cafe. So they are an Alton-based band, large band, really a lot of fun, put on a really phenomenal show. And they do sort of 70s, 80s, 90s classic rock, kind of in that kind of wheelhouse. A lot of fun.
They got a female singer that's really impressive.
An amazing voice.
Yeah.
And they just put on a really fun show. And so we've had them before. It's been several years, though. And so we just and kind of looking out for this year, it was nice to think about bringing them back. Thought it would be a fun way to close the season.
Yeah,
So.
in our local vocal show that we play on Sunday nights from 6 to 8, we have Jake on, and we have Maddie, and we got Porch Cafe's songs that we play. We don't have the Yacht Rockers, but we will see if we can get some Yacht Rockers going on,
Absolutely.
and get some people ready for the Yacht Rockers.
I'll see if I can find a link for you from the band. So see if I can send it over your
that'd
way.
be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. And also, you said on July 4th,
Yes.
we're having a 250 anniversary,
Yeah.
a party or some sort.
Well, the nation's celebrating 250 years this year, and we thought, what better way to celebrate than on July 4th with our fireworks as a community. We will have the regular fireworks out at the fairgrounds. They'll take place around 9:30, 9:45, essentially that dusk period. Always a phenomenal show. It brings out a great crowd. It's exciting for the community. And then we scheduled Maddie to play that night because we really wanted some music kind of leading up to it. She's going to play under the water tower over at the corner of Washington and Arch Streets.
Right.
And then she's playing from 6 to 9 p.m. So you can finish up that concert and then work your way to the fairgrounds to watch the fireworks. Before leading up to the 6 o'clock hour where she starts to play at the courthouse, we are going to have a reading of the Declaration of Independence right around 5 o'clock. So
in costume?
No.
I thought you'd be in costume.
You're not going to get me in costume, sorry. Nope.
Are you going to read it?
Nope, it's not me. We're actually trying to get students from the different age levels, from all around the community to participate in this. We've been reaching out to them, and we're hoping to have some people that'll be here helping us with that. So there's actually going to be a national reading later in the month of July, which I'm hoping that we can set that up as well. But we for sure are going to have something on the 4th. So and then around the reading of the Declaration of Independence, we're also going to have an ice cream social that the Jersey County Historical Society is helping to sponsor and provide the ice cream for. And
did you say this will be?
It'll be at the courthouse.
At the courthouse.
Yes.
Everything's happening at the courthouse.
For this, that portion of it, yeah. So we wanted it to kind of be there in the central part of the town and easily accessible for everybody, and so yeah.
And I saw we got some new banners up.
We did, yeah.
Tell me about those.
So the banners that we just put up for Memorial Day, those it is part of our nation's anniversary, and that was a banner program that was a contest at the Jersey Community High School, and the winner of the contest was Holly Hernandez-Lamer, a freshman, and her design was a lot of fun. It had really, really bright use of the color of red, white, and blue. The Statue of Liberty is featured prominently on it, so a lot of iconography that obviously is very historical within the United States, and really just loved the design. It's easily seen from the street, so that was a big part of it too. And those went up over the weekend, and they'll stay up all summer through September sometime when the students come back, and then we'll look to put up a new design for the last third of the year. So
do you think you'll let the kids try again?
Yeah. We actually, knowing that this worked, this was kind of our first run with doing this. And then in addition to the high school, having this contest at the high school, they were also printed and designed fully at the high school. Lisa Kochmeyer's class has printed all of the banners for the city. It is a project for their class so that they can learn how to use the equipment that the high school has. So really incredible program. The city purchased all the materials, and then the high school, as part of their classes, were able to design the banners.
Hey, if you're just joining us, I have Will Strang with me, Director of Tourism and Community Development here at the City of Jerseyville. Been here in the city doing this job for about 2.5 years. You're busy with the Rock the Block, but
Sure.
You got other stuff going on, right?
Yep.
I know you head up the TIF.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Explain the TIF for those that may have heard about the TIF, but what's the idea with the TIF?
Sure. So, one of the elements, as you mentioned, is the events. So we do the Rock the Blocks and all that. But the other part of the community development of my title is working with, business and economic development and helping to do as much as we can within the business community downtown. And the TIF district is our tax increment financing area of the downtown business district.
Tax increment financing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And so it is a essentially it's a program that helps to redevelop areas that are starting to see buildings that are, maybe not in the best shape, and it allows business and property owners to help reinvest dollars to build up the property value of the entire downtown district.
Yeah.
And the program was put in place about 12 or so years ago, and we've seen a really tremendous increase in our downtown business district. We've seen a lot of growth down there, and a lot of the buildings that are really turning around. So it's been exciting.
The great thing about the TIF is downtowns, old downtowns, can be abandoned.
Sure.
Because the buildings are too hard to fix up. They're all brick, and they're 2 or 3 stories, and they got these old flat roofs, and they got all this old stuff on them.
Absolutely.
And it's cheaper for developers. Why should I tie into that? I'll go out here on some fresh ground and build something per square foot a lot more reasonable.
Yep.
So this, which the city is doing, and many
a lot of
downtowns are doing it
communities
across the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so nice to have the TIF. And can you explain how the TIF actually works?
So
how they get their money?
So essentially, at the start of the TIF, there is a base level that is established for where property taxes are at, and
per building, or per
yes, per building, but it's overall for the whole district too. So
Okay.
it's like each building has their base level, but then it is what the whole district based on
add
those
them all
are.
together.
And that's the baseline for where the TIF is established, and then. Essentially what happens from there is that as the TIF grows, as projects, as buildings and taxes are collected every year, they go and they are set into a separate pool and not distributed out to all the different taxing bodies at that point. The money is used to reinvest, to develop and bring up that property value, and can see and basically see all of the buildings in the entire district improve from that point. So when ours was started in 2012, we had a few, multiple buildings on Main State Street area that were seeing some decline, and that had, like you said, roofs were in, poor shape. There were a lot of flat roofs that were seeing some leakage and things like that. And then facades, front and back storefronts there that were bricks that were falling off, and signage that needed to be replaced and things like that. And then these dollars were helped to be reinvested so that whenever the end of the TIF comes around, all of the money that is, there gets distributed to all the different taxing bodies.
So for example, am I right on this? Let's say a property is taxed at $1,000 a year, property tax, just to make it easy. Okay, it's $1,000, and if the property taxes get increased throughout the years, that still stays at $1,000 for the other bodies. That's all they get.
Exactly. For those bodies, they are not losing anything from where the TIF started. It is all still at the exact same level.
So if it raises to $1,500 at $500,
it's the increment that is used to be reinvested.
Right.
Yes.
That accumulates over time.
Yes.
And then you can use that money to help improve the properties.
And then once the end of the TIF district reaches once the TIF reaches its life, which is 23 years, then those taxing bodies will be at that higher level. So then everybody will be at that same.
And it's it's a great way to keep your old downtowns looking good.
Yeah, it's been really successful, and that's been a great success story for our town.
And then also, how about the enterprise zone? Can you tell us about that?
Jerseyville is part of an enterprise zone that actually encompasses Jersey and Greene County. It's not the entire counties, but through the main downtowns of Jerseyville, Grafton, Carrollton, Whitehall, Root House, multiple downtowns within Jersey and Greene counties. There is the enterprise zone, which is another tool for developers and people looking to bring economic development to the area that they can apply for sales tax abatement. So it's to help their projects and to help them grow.
And the JEDC, you're kind of the liaison?
Yeah, so there's the Jerseyville Economic Development Council, and I work with Bob Mains, and I both work with them to help any sort of economic development within the city that we can. He's our director of public works, so between he and I, we're trying to do as much as we can to help again with the economic development of the city and
do we have
do what
some
we can to promote.
Economic development coming down the pike?
Always working on it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So there is some action going on?
Yeah, I mean, there's, we do.
Do you have any projects that are in the works?
Well, there's always a different project because what happens is we get RFIs from Greater St. Louis Inc. We get RFIs from Illinois Economic Development Council, requests for information. So it's basically it's consultants, it's businesses, it's people looking to expand their projects that are looking for places to go, basically. Yeah. So it's people that might want to start a steel mill or expand their steel mill. It's people that might want to, do battery manufacturing or automobile manufacturing. So they do this nationwide. And so as a community, the JEDC is the local privately funded group that kind of puts these out for, for economic development.
Sure.
So,
I got you. And then you also... you handle the city website.
I do, yes. So the city website is it's new within the last couple of years. We've had a website, but then we just did an upgrade to it.
You got a really good website now.
We're excited to kind of have it out there. It's got a nice calendar that we keep as much up to date as we can on it, and try to connect the library and Parks and Rec with it as well. So
yeah, if there's something you think is coming up or what event or something, you can just go to the website and you can find out some different things about that you need to know about.
Sure.
Any upcoming events, rules, regulations, et cetera.
Yep. And then we have information on, all the different departments. So if you are interested in a dump sticker or the new recycling program, all of that information's there as well. Or if you, need to find the agenda for the next city council meeting, it's on there. I mean, any of the information that you need for the city it can be found there at the different links.
And they got the new splash pad going on.
We do, yeah. So the splash pad opened up last year, and it's been a huge success so far. People are really excited about it. And it did just open back up over Memorial Day weekend for the summer now, and it's going to be open late for Jake Maurer, which again I know is before this comes out, but any of the splash pad or any of the concert events that we do have open, it stays open late and gives another great place for families to go and have fun.
So. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what I understand is a splash pad. When the splash pad's going on during the season, it starts at 11 and closes at 5. And it costs no money to go to it. It's free to everybody.
Totally free.
So. And you could be from St. Louis, and you could bring people from St. Louis if you wanted to, right?
Yep.
I mean, anybody
can come. Anybody can come, and like you said, totally free. There are snacks available. It's just a great place to bring the family to. It's right next to the basketball courts, next to the pickleball courts. There's a great playground right there. So really, really great location to bring a family that's visiting from out of town or anything like that.
Yeah, so. I walk every morning and I go through there. It's just like, wow, that looks so nice. You got the pickleball courts, you got the basketball courts, and the splash pad. It's all in a row.
All there, and the park's continuing to grow. There's, hopefully, additional plans to always, bring new things in. And the volleyball court was just finished there, so you can play sand volleyball out there
what's
now.
What's up with that?
It was just the last piece of the grant that was part of that whole, redevelopment of the park, and that was the last piece of it was to put the sand volleyball court in. So,
are you planning on any volleyball tournaments
maybe
coming up?
We might have to. I think we might have to really start getting something going. It might be tough with only the one court, but I think we'll see what we can do. So, it's fun to have it in town, though.
And pickleball, of course, is the rage.
Yes,
I used to get breakfast in every morning. At 7. But now, no, got to go to pickleball.
Yep.
Not me, Brenda.
Oh, okay. Well, but you go watch, right?
No, I don't go watch. She tells me about it.
Okay.
But I guess you got 3 courts at the Susnick Center.
Yes. So
inside, it's great.
Yep. We have the outdoor ones there at Lions Club, but then the Susnick Center does have the indoor nets that they can play in that move around, and the indoor and outdoor courts are being used, like you said, daily.
It's crazy.
It's pretty constant.
People are out there playing late at night. 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it's great to have that.
Yeah, and just a lot of activity there.
Now, as far as are you kind of like with the business owners? Do you kind of keep close contact with what's going on?
Yeah, I do try to work with them as close as I can, or if there's anything the city can do to help, or just get feedback in general about what we can do. Always looking to make contact and do everything we can to help. So
is the goal of the city is to help the business owners make it? right?
I mean, certainly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you know,
I mean,
obviously
I mean, you do what you can.
yeah, you know,
Right.
it's, we want every business to be as successful as
I mean,
they
you
can.
can't go work extra for free on the side, like
but,
10 bar or anything.
But we certainly do want as many, you know, we want every business to succeed, you know, and so anything we can do, you know, within reason, certainly, but obviously we want to do it. So
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
you know, if there's something that we can do and you need to reach out, we always want to hear that.
you know,
hear
and
that,
it seems
so.
like, you know, like downtown, you know, now there's, you know, we've got some nice parking,
Sure.
you know, and some nice event space.
Yep.
I mean,
And that's continuing to grow, and you know we've got new businesses that'll be opening hopefully soon. So, but yeah, I mean it's between all of that, you know, it's nice to see how much growth has been happening in that downtown area.
Can you, on the top of your head, I hate to put this on you, but I know we've had a number of new businesses open up in the downtown area for sure.
Sure.
Any number in the last few years that you know of?
Off the top of my head, I don't have a specific number, no. But let's see,
There's
we've
got to
had.
be. When I think about,
I know, I'm just trying to go through real quick. Well, we've had All About You, we've had Ivy and Blush within the last couple of years. We've had the Hibachi restaurant's going to be opening soon. We've
Pizza
got,
Joe's is one.
Yep. Joe's Pizza is opening or just opened up last year, and we've got the Reserve opened again within the last couple of years. Tea Shots opening up out, you know, just over by the Farm and Home. A lot of really incredible businesses that have been opening up and that are, you know, bringing really, you know, an amazing.
A lot to choose from.
That's the thing. I was going to say just a lot of great, incredible experiences to have within town and not feel like you have to go somewhere else to get. So
We're running just about out of time, but but I do want you to tell us a little about Text My Gov.
Sure.
This is something that the city has going on. You're kind of the man in charge of it, or help handle it. Can you explain that?
Text My Gov is the text alert system that the city uses. We do send out text alerts on, you know, if there's anything, you know, it's concerning, like an event, you know, anything, yes, like a tornado. I mean, we still have our, you know, sirens and everything like that, but we've sent out text alerts on no burn. Like,
no burn.
Yeah, we sent out text alerts on no burns whenever we've had you know, heavy winds or real dry. We've sent them out about events that are going on in town. We've sent them out if there's been any sort of, you know, major concerns. We do want to utilize it to let people know if there's things going on. And you can sign up on our website. There's a page there that you can just text to the numbers right there on the website. You can text hello and sign up for that if you're interested in getting those alerts. And
can the person, for example, us, like if we have it and we want to notify like something like, hey, there's a rabid dog running through the city.
Absolutely.
You know?
So that you can, once you sign up, you can also text, if you have seen something that is concerning, you can text keywords to that number, and then they come into the city, and you'll get automatic text and response that'll kind of like filter to the correct person to respond, and then you should see a response within 24 hours. So, you know, if there's things that we can respond to, we want to make sure that we can as many avenues to reach the city as we can. So,
well, it's been enjoyable having you in. You've been very informative. Sounds like you have a very busy job. A lot of stuff to keep up with. Yep. Yes. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming in.
Yep. And, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
We'll see you out there.
All right.